Dear participants, dear friends, we are glad to be the part of the conference and we wish success to every participant. I'm Khvostenko Kateryna and this is my co-authors, Kateryna Iorgachova and Olga Makarova. We are the staff of the Odessa National Academy of Food Technologies, Odessa, Ukraine. And today we are speaking about modeling of consumer and functional properties of pastry based on natural ingredients. Pastry are popular products with high consumer acceptance, and in the Ukrainian confectionery market, their total share is about 25%. In recent years, the pastry production is the most dynamic compared with the chocolate and sugar confectionery, and it is also characterized with high potential to the manufacturers due to their stable presence in the diets of modern consumer. The main task for the manufacturers of this group of products is to provide quality improvement of pastry and stabilization of their quality during the storage. Also, manufacturers need to ensure safety of their production, and they are interested in adhering clean label requirements to the products. Cost reduction is also one of the major tasks, and in recent years they also face up with the need to develop enriched products with high nutritional value, which will be also characterized with traditional quality characteristics expected by the modern consumers. The effective solutions for solving these issues, both in technological and economical aspects, could be the selectional use of various types of flours. And we suggested in this project to use also various types of flour. The first one is waxy wheat, which is characterized with absence of amylose in its starch content, and it characterized with some technological effects. And also we suggest to use flour mixtures which contain raw materials with high nutritional value, which will positively affect on the product's nutritional value. And due to this, the aim of our study was to provide the sustainable quality of pastry during storage and to improve their nutritional value by food system reformulation and technological parameters modeling. In this project, we suggested to use yeast-based cakes, gingerbreads, and sponge cakes as objectives. Waxy wheat is one of the most perspective cereal in recent years due to its specific starch content. Their technological characteristics is obtained of the absence of amylose in their starch. And it's observed that waxy wheat flour and it blends with traditional used wheat flour characterized with higher gas production and water absorption abilities compared with the control sample. According to the obtained results of the technological characteristics of this type of flour, we suggest to use non-amylose wheat flour in technology of various groups of pastry. And the first one, we suggested to use waxy wheat flour in the yeast-containing cakes technology. The porous structure of these products depends on the intensification of the fermentation process. So we realize that high gas production ability of waxy can positively influence on this process. Also, the effective results can be achieved by using of waxy wheat flour in the gingerbreads technologies. This suggestion can positively influence of the rapid scaling problem of this group of products. And if we use waxy wheat flour, which contain only amylopectin, this polysaccharide, as is known, characterized with high resistance to retrogradation compared with the amylose. Also, for the forming of flour mixtures, with a physiological effect, we suggest to use millet byproducts flour, corn, and rice flour, and their nutritional characteristics you can see on the slide. Also, during the study, we determined technological process of these gluten-free flours, and due to this, it is necessary to take into consideration that for the recipe modeling, it is necessary not only pay attention for the nutritional value of the enriched raw materials, but also it is necessary to take into account the technological characteristics and the type of products for which you are suggested to use some types of new raw materials. Also, it's shown that the increase of the waxy wheat flour mass fraction leads to the higher cake's dough-specific volume and final acidity. So due to this, we suggested to reduce the period of fermentation of the dough. Sensory also, it is found that mass fraction of waxy wheat flour is about 60%, provides the highest sensory and quality characteristics of the yeast containing cakes. Sensory evaluation of gingerbreads with the full replacement of traditionally used wheat flour with waxy wheat leads to the negative effect on their quality. Final products were characterized with a flat shape and sticky crumb, and such results were obtained due to the various starch gelatinization characteristics of waxy, which provide the increasing water-soluble products of gelatinization content in such samples. So due to this, for the modeling of technological parameters and for the optimization of quality of final products, we suggest to reduce the temperature of used sugar syrup. As a result of the technological parameters optimization, it is required we can obtain the required porosity of final products if we reduce the sugar syrup temperature by the 62 degrees, and if we reduce the dough moisture by 21%. If we use such technological parameters, we will obtain the optimal quality of products. Also, the recipe ingredients ratio of gluten-free sponge cakes was optimized, and is suggested to use ingredients in next ratio. Millet byproducts flour we suggested to use in amount of 60%, corn flour 30%, and rice flour we suggested to use in the amount of 10%. This samples was characterized with high quality. Also, it has been demonstrated that using a waxy wheat flour and gluten-free non-traditional cereal crops flour positively influence on the stabilization quality during the whole shelf life of the products. The nutritional value of the developed sponge cakes were determined, and a comparative analysis shows that the full replacement of wheat flour with suggested flour mixtures leads to the higher content of micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals. Also, based on the obtained result recipes and technological parameters for the pastry are developed. You can see on the slides that we suggested some technological solutions for each pastry type. For the yeast cake production, we suggest to use waxy wheat flour in the amount of 60% and to add it on the dough kneading stage. Also, we suggest to reduce the period of dough fermentation for this group of products. When we used waxy wheat flour in the gingerbreads technology, it is necessary to reduce sugar temperature by 62 degrees, and in this case we can suggest to full replacement of modern wheat flour with waxy. And for gluten-free sponge cakes with high nutritional value, we suggest next ratio of various non-typical cereal crops flours. Also on this slide you can see the conclusions of our project, and based on theoretical and experimental studies, the expediency of waxy wheat flour and products of cereals and grain processing usage for the various types of pastry products was shown. Also, we suggest some technological solutions and optimal recipe reformulations. And these suggestions provide a positive effect on the quality and nutritional value of the products. So, thanks a lot for your attention. I want to repeat that we are very glad to be part of the conference and to present our results.